Food is, of course, a great way to meet people and make friends. When people share a meal, you can be sure the discussions about food, restaurants and recipes are going to be endless. Plus, food can also be a topic of conversation for small talk, especially when you've first met somebody or you are chatting with a business colleague. That is when you talked about fine dining, of course. But what I am going to tell you right here, right now is unbelievable. Can you imagine someone eating human flesh? It seems it is not true, but it's real, it's happening. There are evil individuals out there, insane people. Yes, they are insane. Crazy. What else can you call them? Who else in their right mind can do such gruesome deeds? If you think they are part of humanity's history of ancient past, sorry, you got it dead wrong. They are still here with us today. Maybe just beside you, the guy next to your door. Who knows?
Eating the flesh of another human may be one of the most taboo acts imaginable. But over the years, a surprising number of people have devoured their fellow man, not out of desperation, but inspired by a dark desire. The deeds of the real-life cannibals revealed here are sure to turn your stomach. So pour yourself some nice, soothing Chianti, and settle in for these true tales of men with appalling appetites. Undoubtedly the most notorious cannibalistic serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer, murdered 17 young men between 1978 and 1991. Murder, though, was just the beginning of Dahmer's sick and twisted mind. He dismembered, cannibalized, and retained human remains, earning the nickname, the Milwaukee Cannibal. Sentenced to 16 life terms in prison, Dahmer was beaten to death by fellow inmate Christopher Scarver in 1994.
One of the USA's most notorious serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer was born and raised in Bath Township, Ohio, a middle-class suburb of Akron. Much has been made of his childhood tendencies, including cases of cruelty to animals, but to outward appearances, at least, he seemed to be a normal child. As an adult, he was always gainfully employed and was perceived as quiet and polite by coworkers. At the time of his arrest, he had been working at a chocolate factory in Milwaukee and living alone in a small one-bedroom apartment. Dahmer's home was searched in July 22, 1991, after a young man fled his apartment and flagged down a police car. An investigation revealed that the apartment contained the remains of 11 young men, most of them black, Hispanic, or Asian. The bodies had been dismembered, and Dahmer confessed that he had cooked and eaten some of the remains. Asked why he committed such heinous acts, Dahmer told police that he killed because he was lonely, and did not want his victims to leave him. He explained that he would meet potential victims in bars, shopping malls, or adult bookstores, and invite them back to his apartment where, in exchange for money or beer, he would photograph them naked. He would then drug the beer in, once the victim was unconscious, strangle and dismember the body.
Dahmer's victims ranged in age from 14 to 33. On February 15, 1992, Dahmer was found guilty on 15 murder counts in Wisconsin. He was subsequently convicted of another killing in his Ohio hometown. Charges linking him to other murders were dropped for lack of evidence. He was sent to prison in Wisconsin with 15 mandatory life sentences to serve. The first year of his sentence, Dahmer was isolated from the general prison population for his own protection. In 1994 he was sent to a maximum security facility in Portage and was allowed some contact with the other inmates. He died after a brutal beaten to death on late November 28, 1994, by Christopher Scarver, a fellow inmate who claimed God had instructed him to murder Jeffrey Dahmer. Even after Dahmer's death, legal battles continue over his estate. Several families of his victims sued him and were awarded millions of dollars in restitution. Those families have since been trying to gain control of the contents of Dahmer's apartment, including a 55-gallon vat he used to decompose bodies and the refrigerator where he stored his victims' hearts.
An unprecedented look at the serial murder case that shocked the nation. Jeffrey Dahmer is one of the most brutal serial killers in recent history. His crimes were so twisted that the mind struggles to make sense of the depravity. After his intended 18th murder victim managed to escape and flag down the police. When officers accompanied the man back to Dahmer's building, they found a truly disturbing scene. Hidden inside a dresser drawer were grisly Polaroid pictures of many of Dahmer's previous victims. Severed heads were found in the kitchen, and body parts were stuffed inside the refrigerator. Just what drove this quiet, young man from Ohio to commit such gruesome acts has fascinated the public for years. When officers arrested Dahmer, he said, "For what I did, I should be dead."
If you like this video, please help me grow this channel by subscribing, and hit that notification bell for my latest video uploads. You will be the first one to get notified. Also press the like button, and share this with your friends. And before I forget, let me know what are you thinking, by leaving your comments on the comments box below. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye for now.